One second.
Want to bring us in with the music?
Oh.
Amy, live. Ready?
I'm like,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring the music live in.
Hold on.
That was great. You could have made that one happen again. Let's see.
Right. I'm like, you better hurry up.
Lose that one.
All right, got the tunage playing, guys. We'll give everyone a couple seconds to jump online. We're jumping on tonight. Yeah, go ahead. Go for it, Scott. Scott wanted to play the.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Our intro.
That's
okay,
beautiful.
Here we go.
That was great. We're jumping back on tonight because when we were live on Sunday and we were playing the door penetration video showing you what the rounds look like when they penetrate through a solid core door, we realized our audio was not on. So we figured we'd jump back on tonight, replay that video again for everyone so that you can see what that looks like and talk about it. So you see we got a few more people that jumped on with us online. We'll give about another 15 seconds or so.
I feel bad. None of the audio during our videos went across.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, it was all brilliant. I assure everybody.
It was really good commentary.
Yeah.
It was absolutely.
So high quality. The content was outstanding.
All right.
Really missed it.
All right, guys. So what the conversation has been for Sunday and what we're continuing tonight is talking about home defense rounds and the penetration of those rounds through doorways, through sheetrock. And we actually have a video that we took a couple years ago at our range demonstrating what different types of rounds, size rounds, would penetrate through a solid core door. So this would be a door that you would have maybe on the front of your the front door to your home or back door. And I thought it would be really good for you guys to see that demonstration and how it looks. So let's get right to it. Okay. Here we go, guys.
This door is about better than 80 pounds, I think, Scott.
Oh, easy. Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, both of us.
Around.
Yeah.
Put in position. We're pretty sure this was definitely a solid core door.
Yeah.
You know, as you can see, we hit 22, 9, 45, 223, and double hot buck. We thought initially we were nervous or concerned that the 22 wouldn't penetrate. We're like, there's no way. We even considered there'd be some ricochet.
Yeah.
No way. Everything went right through and continued well past. You'll hear in some of the video, you'll hear it hit steel, and you can see it hit the mannequin, the target behind it.
Yeah. Yep, there it is.
That mannequin's like, what, 10, 12 feet behind the door, too?
It was about that.
Yeah, I don't know if you mentioned already, but we're taking these shots at approximately 10 to 12 feet in front of the door, and then 10 to 12 feet minimum behind the door for where the mannequin is.
45.
And you'll see the different angles from the front, from the back.
Watch if you can see the shirt in the background. Watch that shirt in the background when they show us that view. Yeah. The shirt moves, so you can see it hitting.
You'll see the shirt pucker.
Right there, see it?
Yeah.
I think it actually stands out better with the 223.
Good? Yeah. This thing is going to slow the round down. Want to just go ahead and do another one? Yeah. Let me get to the left side of it.
Now, we use ball ammo. We didn't use anything, nothing like exotic, nothing, nothing we loaded ourselves. It wasn't like a hot round this is all store-bought off the shelf, nothing special.
And the 223 was only a 55 grain, too. Which is a low grain.
Yeah.
But,
yep, here.
2 shots.
Yeah, that door didn't slow that gun down to 223. Want to just go ahead and do another one?
Yeah.
Let me get to the left side of it.
Like butter, right through it.
Well, why we're showing everybody this is because you don't want to hide behind the door. And I don't care if it's in your mind a heavy, solid core, reinforced door. Don't stand behind that door. You know, barricade yourself and move offline.
Right.
So get off. When we say move offline, move away from the front of that doorway.
Even if that door is covered in metal, too. A lot of times there's metal solid core doors. just because of the metal cover doesn't make it any safer.
Yeah.
So if you got something coming to your front door, don't just stand behind the door and say, "Well, I got the door in between us, so I'm protected." Obviously, this shows right here it's not.
You know, an important fact, and I actually have this pause for a second here, is that a lot of drive-by shootings, they're not using defensive rounds, right? They're using the cheap, rounds that they're finding, off the store shelves or wherever they're getting them from. They're not buying expensive rounds. So those are ball rounds, and the penetration of those rounds is why it goes through a car door, through the front of the house, in through some bedrooms, and ends up, having a lot of penetration. So I think it's important that you guys realize the importance of where you are trying to get to safety inside of your home. But two is if you're using rounds inside of your home to protect your home and using defensive rounds, knowing what the penetration of those rounds are. And that's why we tell you not to buy ball rounds or training rounds when you are using it for home defense. Because if you take that shot through that front door at someone, or you take that shot at someone that's coming down your hallway, that round's going to probably penetrate that person and keep on traveling and go through multiple walls outside of the exterior of your house and possibly into a neighbor's house as well. Oh, Pete Gear is on. Pete, how are you, man? He says, what a heck of a day. Good information, fellas. Keep it up. Pete was with us that day when we were shooting this video. Thanks for checking in, Pete. Appreciate it, brother. Hope all is well with you. So let's continue on. This is the shotgun double O buck. And
though, even though if you do use a self-defense round, and if you have to use it, you still could have over-penetration. You still could have travel. It doesn't mean because it responds differently when it strikes an object or the body that it's going to stop necessarily. So it's something to think about too. You can still have penetration.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
So the shotgun, we talked about, knowing the spread and how it's going to respond. We're close enough where even the wadding in the shotgun shell leaves a mark on the target. You can see that there on the bottom left.
Yeah, so if you see that circle there in the bottom left of where all of those rounds are, that's what the wad is. Guys, you want to tell everybody what the wad actually is?
Well, in that shell casing, it's just a piece of plastic that holds everything in place.
And that travels out along with the.
It'll fall before the target most likely, because most of the times with the shotgun, you're hunting a target. We were close enough here where it made an indent into the door.
Right.
It comes with a considerable amount of force.
Yeah. And I'm actually come back on screen here for a second. So this is a shotgun round, right? So you can see, the wad, this plastic piece that you're going to see, that's going to travel with it as it comes out. And that's what you're seeing when you see in that door frame there. Let's go back to the demo. We'll finish this off.
So you look at the size of the hole afterwards.
Pay close attention to the rear view when the rear view of the door when the shotgun goes through it.
Yeah. Shotgun.
I mean that's
there you go.
That's impressive.
You could see the mannequin move.
Yeah.
Right here.
And I mean, like we said,
this is a behind the door.
Heavy door, and it didn't slow anything down. It didn't stop anything. What you may think is cover really is not.
Right.
The solid steel door or a security door. It looks impressive sometimes. But what is the core made out of?
Right.
What is it? Basic insulation.
Yeah.
Made
fiberboard. Right.
The particle board.
Yeah.
Particle board too. That crap just disintegrates.
Absolutely. So is it really a solid core door? But let's talk really quick, guys, about the difference between conceal and cover. So concealment, when you hear us discuss that, for those of you who aren't familiar with those two terminologies, concealment means I'm hiding from something. I'm not visible to it. So behind a curtain, I'm concealing myself. But that curtain is not cover. Cover is when I'm protecting myself from being able, from rounds being able to hit me. So being behind a wall in a home, being behind this door that we just demonstrated is not a good cover to stop the rounds from being able to penetrate through and get to it. Right, guys?
Yeah, hiding behind a wall in your house is great concealment. You don't want to rely on the studs that are every 16 inches apart to stop a round, and they may not, they may not hit it dead on. You still might have the round might still penetrate
Right.
that. It's not satisfactory.
No.
Hiding behind a nightstand, what do you have in there? It may not be. It was packed full of paper material and it's stacked maybe, but
Right.
we'll keep paper documents in their nightstand. And a filing cabinet would be better, but again, are you going to be able to get your home office? Is that a location to hide behind?
Right.
It,
Here's the other thing to keep in mind too: if someone's just barreling into your house, it's not like they're going to start shooting empty rounds. So having concealment where people don't know where you are inside of the home, it's not like they're just going to start laying rounds throughout all the walls in your home. So that concealment is a way for you to hide yourself, hopefully contact help, maybe access the what you're going to use to be able to defend yourself. Whereas cover, if someone is actively taking those shots or you hear firing, is what we're trying to create here is a proper cover. But the point to this also is behind the door. If someone's trying to knock in your front door and you think they might be armed, hiding right behind that door isn't a good place to be, because they're going to assume when they're hearing your voice or you're saying, hey, don't come inside this house, or I've got a weapon, where are they going to assume that you're standing? It's probably right behind that door, right? So if they were to take that shot, or if you were in your bedroom and you're saying, don't come in, I'm armed, and they decided, oh, well, I'm going to take the shot, and they shoot directly at the door, they're going to assume that you're standing right behind the door. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it. I just wanted to come back on. We all wanted to come back on. We felt bad that the audio was cut off when we were playing the video this past Sunday. I figured out what that setting is to fix that for future videos.
I think something to note, I don't mean to interrupt you, but something to note with some of our other videos we were showing, at least that DEA video, we were really trying to stress safety and training. Yeah. And that was why we had that video on. And unfortunately, we missed a lot of that back and forth we had while I was playing.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing and how you're training, make sure the weapon is safe before you do anything. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing cleaning if you want to sit down and clean your firearms, you sanitize the area of ammunition. Mm-hmm. You always have to think safety first.
Absolutely.
Accidents can happen in this game and in this realm.
Right.
It's devastating when they do happen.
Right.
So to avoid it, you got to take those steps.
Yeah.
And if you're going to use an alternative type of weapon, like our T4E line of weapons, or an airsoft gun, or even Nerf, and people out there, they do train with Nerf.
Yeah.
Eye protection.
Yeah.
It's very easy to damage your eyes, and you go to the range, you do live fire with your eye protection on. You should train with your training weapons the same.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll play that DEA video again this Sunday. So if you guys weren't on our live stream this past Sunday, join us this Sunday coming up, 7 o'clock, and we'll play that video again and making sure that you can hear our banter back and forth, because I think it's an important video for everyone to see as we talk about safety and training. Guys, you want to add anything before we head off? As always, if you guys have any comments for us, put them in, or questions, you can put them in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button. If you're watching this in the replay, you can certainly put the questions in the comments and we'll get back to you. Or you can also go to our website, t4survival.com, and be able to start a chat with us on the website and ask us any questions you would like privately as well. So hope all is well with everyone. Be safe. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again really soon. Remember, training for survival, T4 Survival, training for surviving the fight of your life. We'll see you soon, guys.
Have a good night.